the contest for 2022 general election is going to be fought in Western Kenya. Forget about Nyanza. Nyanza is already decided. Forget about Rift Valley. Rift Valley is already decided. Forget about Central Kenya. Central Kenya will be taken care of. The contest is going to be fought, won, and lost in Western Kenya. The person who is going to be declared the president of the Republic of Kenya is going to be the person who is going to win Western Kenya. I'm saying that knowing so well that in this country, elections are always predetermined. And for those who've been keenly following the politics of this country, you should have realized that apart from Central Kenya, the other place where the Deputy President William Ruto has concentrated all his efforts is actually in Western Kenya. And yesterday, I did a video on this platform about Musalia Mudavadi's game plan. And in that video, I concluded that Musalia Mudavadi is probably working very closely with William Samoei Ruto. And I alleged that the Deputy President is actually going to support Musalia Mudavadi as a wild card against President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga. And today, Musalia Mudavadi said something that he can't be the running mate to William Samoei Ruto because he's senior to William Samoei Ruto. And today, two meetings happened. The first meeting was between Musalia Mudavadi. Musalia Mudavadi held what I can consider a serious meeting. And people who attended that meeting was Martha Karua. Attended that meeting of Musalia Mudavadi in some hotel in Nairobi. Then there was Peter Kenneth, also attended that meeting. Then there was also Sally Kosgei. And of course, the guy behind all those is Eliud Owalo, the guy who is currently managing Musalia Mudavadi. And while Musalia Mudavadi was meeting in that hotel, a major event, a major meeting was happening in Kajiado. The Cotu Secretary General, Ndugu Francis Atwoli, convened an urgent meeting, an urgent Luhya meeting at his home in Kajiado. And for you to understand the seriousness of that meeting, over 30 members of parliament were present in that meeting. Western Kenya has 4 governors. 3 governors attended that meeting. And a cabinet secretary, Eugene Wamalwa, also attended that meeting. That meeting was probably a reaction to the video I did yesterday. And if not, then it's a reaction to what Musalia Mudavadi has been doing in the past. Now let's go deep into the politics. Yesterday, NASA coalition made certain changes to the House leadership at the National Assembly. Eseli Simeo was appointed as the deputy minority whip. He took over from Chris Wamalwa. Chris Wamalwa was gravitating towards William Samoei Ruto. He was not very stable and committed to NASA, basically to President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga. And I want to give Chris Wamalwa credit. Yesterday, he wrote a letter after he was removed. And if you read that letter, it was professional. So whoever advised him to do that did a fantastic job. That's how people should actually react. And compare that letter to what David Ochieng of Ugenya wrote, then they are total contrast. And actually, Chris Wamalwa ended up thanking President Uhuru Kenyatta and also thanking Raila Odinga for giving him the opportunity to serve in that capacity for the last 7 years. So the question is, why was Chris Wamalwa removed? Chris Wamalwa was removed not because of any other thing, because of the Western Kenya politics. Let's go to Bungoma County. The Ford Kenya leader, Moses Wetangula, comes from Bungoma County. He was kicked out as the majority leader at the Senate. Then, this guy is elevated Dr. Eseli Simiyu to assistant minority whip. In Bungoma, the governor, Wycliffe Wangamati, is currently engaged in a fight with Ford Kenya leader Moses Wetangula. So Wangamati, Eseli, and Wamunyinyi are currently fighting Moses Wetangula for the control of Ford Kenya. So Moses Wetangula is being fought because he's not stable. Then there is the factor of Eugene Wamalwa is being brought on board. Eugene Wamalwa is going to be the face of Bukusu in this fight. What I still don't know is their game plan. If they will fail to succeed in taking control of Ford Kenya, what will happen? Are they going to form another political party and use that party to fight Moses Wetangula? Then let's now go to the meeting at Atwoli's home. The people who were present. Out of the 4 governors, 3 were present. The Kakamega governor was present, Oparanya. The Bungoma governor was present. Wycliffe Wangamati was present. The Vihiga governor, Wilbur Otichilo, was present. The only governor who was missing in action was the Busia governor, Sospita Ojamong. Busia is safe. These guys will easily take Busia. With the goodwill of Raila Odinga, they will take Busia. And of course, Polo Tuma has been brought on board. And I want to assume Ojamong did not attend this meeting, maybe because he was engaged somewhere. That's my assumption. But even if he failed to attend this meeting as a strategy not to be seen to be supporting this guy because he's leaning towards the deputy president, then for him is a problem which has been solved already. They have Paul Utuma ready to take over. So which means of all the 4 counties in Western Kenya, Atwoli, the Cotu boss, managed to bring all of them together. He also managed to bring close to 30 members of parliament to this particular meeting. The majority leaders from all these 4 counties were at this meeting. So that meeting at Atwoli House, at the residence of Atwoli in Kajiado, is going to be a defining moment in Western Kenya politics. But who is going to carry the day in Western Kenya? I was talking to a lady from Boston yesterday, and she told me that she comes from Vihiga County. But for her, she's not really excited about Musalia Mudavadi, because Musalia Mudavadi is already aligning himself to a group of people with questionable character. And he mentioned for me 2 people, Meja Waluke and Didmas Baraza. So for those reasons, she believed up to now, what she told me, that Mudavadi is not a serious presidential candidate. But why was that meeting held at Francis Atwoli's home? In my view, just like I said, the 2022 general election is going to be fought, won, and lost in Western Kenya. So Atwoli, being the elder who has been behind the Luhya unity for a long time, has realized that it's going to be impossible to advise Musalia Mudavadi. It's going to be impossible to advise Moses Wetangula. So Atwoli has decided to bring together a new team. So whether that team is going to succeed or not is something I still don't know. But what I know for sure is that Ndugu Francis Atwoli is not your ordinary person. This is a guy, a man of action. He was able to deliver Musalia Mudavadi from where he was to Raila Odinga and made Mudavadi a NASA co-principal. So if he decides to dump Musalia Mudavadi today, he can do. And for those who listened to his interview, Atwoli mentioned certain things. That William Ruto is not going to be president in 2022. He also mentioned that we are going to have a referendum towards the end of this year. And he also mentioned that he already forgave Rashid Echesa. That statement about Echesa was something deep for those who understand politics. So basically it means Echesa now decided to go and seek for apology from him, and they buried their hatches. So basically they are now friends. But why was that meeting held at Awori House? I mean at Francis Atwoli's home? 4 reasons. The first reason, in my view, is the BBI politics. Kenyans are going, if this coronavirus is going to end, we are likely to have a referendum towards the end of this year. James Orengo, who is a lawyer, said that. Raila Odinga said the same. But for them, sometimes they might say it, but it can happen or not. The mere fact that these words came from the mouth of Ndugu Francis Atwoli, then I believe there's nothing in this country which Atwoli has said which has never come to pass. So we are going to have a referendum this year. And that referendum is going to determine the 2022 general election. So watu wa Western Kenya lazima wajipange. And that's what Atwoli is doing. They want to test run Oparanya, Wangamati, Otuoma, Otichilo, if they can deliver the votes. So that's the first thing, the Building Bridges initiative. Number 2, I think it's also about countering Musalia Mudavadi and William Ruto factor in Western Kenya. Just like I said, the 2022 general election is going to be won and lost in Western Kenya. Assuming Musalia Mudavadi is going to run independent campaigns, William Ruto is also going to run their independent campaigns in Western Kenya. Where is Uhuru and Raila? They also need a strong team. And that task has been left to 2 people, Francis Atwoli and Eugene Wamalwa. And for them to succeed, they need other strong team. That's where Oparanya comes in as the deputy party leader of ODM party. And that's where Wangamati Wycliffe, the Bungoma governor, is coming in. Because in Bungoma, for those who remember, during the by-election in Bungoma, pitting Muskari Kombo and Moses Wetangula, Muskari Kombo was almost carrying the day. So we are going to face a similar situation. And ODM party this time around are likely to support Wangamati against Moses Wetangula. Because from the way these guys are fighting, Wangamati is not going to get the 4 Kenya ticket. Unless, again, in politics, you can't rule out they might mend fences towards the tail end of this campaign. Or because of this realignment, Moses Wetangula might be forced to join the team. But if that will not happen, then Wangamati is going to play that role. So the idea here is to craft a new team, which is going to counter Musalia Mudavadi factor and William Ruto. And assuming Musalia Mudavadi and Ruto comes together, then what happens? The equation is likely to change. But this team is going to be charged with countering them. I'm sure after the end of this crisis we are facing, we are going to have major political activities in Western Kenya, preceded by Raila Odinga, Uhuru Kenyatta, and this team. If it's Mumias, it's going to be revived. If it's something, a lot of things are going to happen there. So I'm sure the meeting was about countering Mudavadi and Ruto. Number 3 is the Luhya unity, the elusive Luhya unity. Look at it. Atwoli Francis brought Wycliffe Mudavadi on board into NASA. Atwoli has been trying, there's a time I remember so well, Atwoli said, yeye na Mudavadi amewachana na Mudavadi completely. So basically it means they've realized that Mudavadi is not able to unite the Luhyas. He's a senior leader from that region. But even the way he's been conducting his activities, meeting Team Tanga, leaving out these other ones who are allied to Raila Odinga, then they've realized that Luhya unity, cannot succeed with Musalia Mudavadi at the helm. So they are now trying another strategy. And that strategy is simple. Lock out Bungoma, Bukusu, bring 2 people. Elevate Wamalwa, elevate Wangamati. Then in Kakamega, which is the largest, elevate Oparanya. Then Vihiga will take care of itself. They know how to deal with Musalia Mudavadi. Then Busia is going to be easy. So that's how they are trying to bring that Luhya unity. So these 4 governors plus Eugene Wamalwa are likely to try to bring the Luhya unity. Whether they are going to succeed is what I still don't know. And lastly, it's about the parliamentary changes which took place in Parliament. If you followed very closely the changes which were effected, the allies of Moses Wetangula were removed. Chris Wamalwa. You go to Musalia Mudavadi, his allies were kicked out. The question is, why were they kicked out? So I think that's something which these guys are going to try to answer. So probably they met at Ndugu Francis Atwoli to agree. Of course, Chris Wamalwa was removed. Eseli was brought on board. So they're going to celebrate the elevation of Eseli to that post. Once they do that, they are going to decide. Ben Washiali is going to be kicked out. He's going to go. But who is going to replace Ben Washiali? So they're going to make this decision in that meeting. So that once Ben Washiali is removed, then the other members of parliament from Western Kenya are going to support that move to kick him out. And they are going to agree, and they are saying there's a guy, the MP Wangwe, they are saying Wangwe is the guy who's going to take over. And that's politics. I don't know what you think. But because of that meeting at Ndugu Francis Atwoli's home, I am told Musalia Mudavadi and William Ruto are very worried. They are worried because of the number of the people who attended that meeting. They are worried because of the number of senators who attended that meeting. They are worried because of the number of governors who attended that meeting. But in my view, that meeting is going to be a defining moment in Western Kenya politics. Moving forward, we must put our attention very closely to what's going to happen in Western Kenya. I don't know what you think. And if you're bumping on this video for the first time, the best thing you can do is to hit the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, you'll get notified. And to the subscribers, I want to continue to thank you guys for your continued support. Without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Thank you guys, and please may you have a good day.